What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Sports Talk on Tap, Sox Talk on Tap. Tonight, or today rather, we're just going to be, going over some baseball scores from yesterday. Wasn't, fully watching the Red Sox last night just because, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, really good game. Make sure to check out that video we just uploaded today about it. Great game. Panthers won, unfortunately, but, tip your cap. But as for the Red Sox, they also did win, and it was kind of a dramatic win. They were up 2-1. Tanner Houck pitched very good yet again, but didn't really get any run support. They gave him 2 runs, sorry. And then he ultimately gave up the tying run. They put in Isaiah Campbell. He gives up a 470-foot 3-run home run to Vladdy Guerrero. And that's kind of when I was like, okay, this game's over. I believe that was in the 7th inning. Red Sox answer with 4 runs in the 8th inning to tie it at 6. Kenley comes in, shuts the door. He's pitching great. And then all-star Jarren Duran knocks in his first walk-off of his career, and yet another 3-for-5 game for Duran. He's, like I said, that average is climbing closer and closer to 300. David Hamilton, he really sparked the comeback. I believe it was 6-2 at the time. Bottom 8th inning, he smoked a 2-run home run. Devers had a 2-run home run last night that he literally almost fell over hitting because of how hard he swung. It was pretty funny to see. But bats are still rolling. It would have been nice to see Tanner Houck get the win, but, regardless, win's a win, no matter who picks up the W. Obviously, it was Kenley Jansen just because he pitched the last inning. But, good win for the Sox last night. And just going over some other scores, I don't believe the Twins played yesterday. They did not. Reds had a big win. Their offense is starting to come back to life. I know they were kind of struggling going into that Red Sox series. I believe Ellie hit an absolute nuke last night, hit like the center field boat they have out there. So that's a big win for them. Dodgers beat, the lowly White Sox, so that's no surprise. Kind of took them a while to do so, They're getting shut out for 6 innings by that White Sox pitching staff, but win's a win. Like you always say, win's a win. Braves follow the Cardinals. The Cardinals are playing good baseball, 40-37. And then Guardians beat out the Orioles. So that's their 50th win, I believe. They're climbing up there in the standings. They're right next to the Yankees for that top seed in the American League. But now, I just want to look at some games for tonight. Sox Blue Jays at it again. It's ace day for most of these teams, so we're going to see a lot of good pitching matchups. Brian Bayo versus Kevin Gausman. Bayo's been kind of iffy this season. He's picking up wins, but he's got to ease up on that long ball. Like he's leaving too many pitches over the heart of the plate that are just getting hit out. And then Gausman's kind of having a down year, but he seems to pitch well a lot of the times against the Red Sox. So you never know with tonight. Tonight could be, a Blue Jays win just because Kevin Gausman's on the mound and Sox kind of have a hard time hitting him. But just looking at some other games, Cole Irvin, he's on the mound. LT Allen, my mistake, Logan Allen, sorry. Don't know why it says that. Ranger Suarez versus Tarek Skubal. That could be pitch and matchup of the night. Even though the Tigers are kind of iffy, Skubal's, still a top 3 Cy Young candidate with how good he's pitching this year. And then Suarez is obviously leading that Phillies incredible rotation with Wheeler, Nola, and Suarez. He's still got a sub-2 ERA. Castillo's on the mound versus Zach Little. I'm taking the Mariners in that. I don't think the Rays pitching is what it's been the past few years. Mitch Keller's on the bump for the Pirates. The Pirates staff is still rocking. I know Paul Skeens a few days ago, he went 7 innings against the Rays. I think he gave up 1 run, struck out 8. He's still pitching unbelievable. And then Subway Series tonight. I'm rocking with the Mets because I hate the Yankees. But Garrett Cole's on the mound, and he looked pretty good his first outing against the Orioles, even though it was only 4 innings. Like, he gave up 1 run in the first and then settled right in. So it'll probably be a Yankees win just because Garrett Cole's pitching. But I'm still rocking with the Mets. Go Mets. I just hate the Yankees. And then Ronaldo Lopez and Kyle Gibson. Last time I picked against Lopez, because I was talking about his whole like expected batting average. Last time I picked against him, I believe he like went 6 shutout innings or something. So I'm gonna have to go with the Braves, and then maybe he's probably gonna get lit up tonight because I say that. But looking around at some other games, Twins D-backs is a big series for the Twins. I know the D-backs are kind of iffy right now, but they're fighting. So though Jake mentioned before this video, Joe Ryan night, the Joe Ryan experience as he calls it. Royce Lewis, Carlos Correa, those guys are all going to be in the lineup very likely, unless, I was going to say I didn't see Royce Lewis for a minute, but Royce Lewis has just been hitting the absolute snot out of the baseball. So, not a whole lot of MLB news going on today. Just got some scores. We're going to be doing a lot more MLB stuff because it is now the only active league, actively playing league. We're getting closer and closer to that All-Star break. So hopefully everybody vote Jarren Duran to get him in, because I think he's like 19th in All-Star voting despite being top 10 in the league in WAR. I just think that's kind of wild. That's, again, why I think fan voting needs to be – I don't think it needs to be abolished or like taken away, but it definitely needs to be regulated because, we have all these people voting for just their favorite player who's, not as good as Jarren Duran. I know he's not going to start because I wouldn't start him over Kyle Tucker, Aaron Judge, or Juan Soto, but he should be like 4th or 5th with how good he's playing, not only on the offensive side of the ball, but defensively as well. Like we said, he robbed that home run. He had another crazy catch up against the center field wall last night that robbed at least a double. So Jarren Duran's playing unbelievable baseball. He's completely turned everything around. Shout out to him. Yeah, I think he's probably Red Sox fans' most favorite, like most exciting player to watch, I'll say, since I want to say since Mookie Betts, and that's saying something. He doesn't have the power Mookie Betts has, but the way he runs the bases, plays defense, is hitting, he can do just about everything, and he can hit the long ball when he gets a hold of one. He's just not a guy who's, going for 40 home runs. But with that being said, we're just going to wrap up this short Sox Talk on Tap segment. Like I said, not much to talk about other than scores from last night. No real MLB news. I guess you could say the Orelvis Martinez suspension is kind of news. I didn't really touch on it yesterday. But Blue Jays top prospect got called up for one day, got suspended for 80 games for PED use. So, shout out to the Blue Jays for that. This is a year to forget for them at the very least. But yeah, Sox Blue Jays tonight. D-backs Twins tonight for those Minnesota fans. I know Jake's going to be, probably tuning into that with no basketball, no hockey going on. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to tune into, last episode, today's episode, the other episodes we recorded throughout the week, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. Peace out.